If you're not familiar with our MarketPlace listings, it's something you should look at. It's completely free to add your listings, and it's free for anyone to search our platform and view your listings and message you. And it might surprise you to see your listings already in MarketPlace, as we get over 40,000 properties each week from a number of different services, as well as other software vendors who will let you syndicate your properties to RealNex. Syndicate meaning you check the box to RealNex and they send the properties over to our site. You can update your properties in RealNex, and you can do something very special. One of the things you can do from your properties and listings is you can do an email campaign and get all the results. You can update the information. As you see here, these are some of the fields. It's much more robust than you need for a listing, but the reason we do it is so that you can send this information over to our product MarketEdge for analysis or proposals. Notice the button on this page that says Analyze, and a lot of people haven't noticed that. That sends your listing, all the photos, all the information, all the spaces, everything directly to our analysis software, where you can fill in just a couple of fields to do a flyer. And I'm going to do that here. I'm just going to go straight to output. And you can see that it generated a cover page for me automatically. I can change the fields on the cover page. So this information came from the database, from your listing, or from what you put into MarketEdge, but you can change it on the page. We give you a whole bunch of different cover pages, so you can switch between portrait and landscape. If you want to, you can also do available spaces now. This is new. You can just enter the basic space information. You don't need to enter all of this. You could just enter in the name of the tenant and the rent, and then go down to lease reports. And we've added some lease reports for available spaces. There's a couple different formats. When you bring that up, we'll give you the page, and you can see the section in the middle where I've highlighted. That came directly from the listings that were in, the spaces that were in your listing. You can change the cover page, you can change the photo, you can resize the photos, you can move the photos around. You can also decide what's on the page besides the available spaces. I could go down and say, well, I want to change the information first. I want to set the term, and I want to set the use, and I want to change the availability. So you can do it right on the page. You don't have to go back to the tab like you do in other programs and change the information. You can change it right here on the page. Trying to make it as simple as possible for you. I want to put a map down here in the corner. I can just drop a map in. It automatically puts the marker in. I can resize the map. I can change it to a different format like a satellite. I can move the map around. So if I want to center on a certain spot on the page, I can just move it around and drop it, and it stays there. I could put in paragraphs. I could put in bullet list. Let me zoom in a little bit and show you the controls you have once you drop in. I'm going to drop a bullet list in, but there's a bunch of things you can do. I can set how many different bullet lists I have. I can change the title. I can enter as many bullet lists as I want to. I can change the color of the text. I can change the background. It's very simple to use. I can change the bullet list to a numbered list. I can change the bullet type. It's all pretty simple. Anybody who's used Word is going to understand how to do this. But it's very powerful and very simple to use. And most of this data just comes right from what you put into the field, so you don't have to really enter a lot of information in. Another thing we have is customizable pages. Those are fairly new. The idea behind the customizable pages is you can pick from our list of templates whatever template you want to use. So I'm showing you a couple of the templates now, just so you get an idea. And when you pick a template, it basically just puts boxes on the screen that you can fill in with any of the widgets. So on this one, I'm going to put in a title and a subtitle, and maybe in the middle, I'll put in, say, a photo, and then down below, I'll put in paragraph and a map, let's say. You can put whatever you want in all these things. I'm going to make it 3 paragraphs instead of 1. And then the map, I'll just do the same thing and set the size and set the type. And it remembers all of this. You can have as many customizable pages as you want. There's no limit. So you can design your own flyer or your own package or your own proposal and add in what you want. You can also send these as a PDF, or in this case, put it on the web. And then you can just send out a link to your clients, and you can see how spectacular it looks. And I spent all of 5 minutes making this thing. But because the data was in there, it just generates the whole package, up to 82 pages of information